Well, welcome to Allen's Day. Walking out to the garage today is a little bit different than yesterday. Yesterday, which was Saturday, the weekend after Thanksgiving, well, we had no snow. Well, Sunday, we got snow. So that changes my plans. That means that the horses that have shoes on out there need to get their shoes off because it's too slippery for them to be navigating with all that snow out there. So I've got to get into the barn and start pulling shoes off of horses. We're going to start, we got Lux and Buckshot. They got to get their shoes off and they'll be good, and then I can start on with my routine. So come along with me to pull shoes. Well, let's get into the barn. The reason we know it's the barn because it says so right there, barn. Get some lights turned on here. Get these guys in here, get their shoes off. Taking the shoes off is a whole lot easier than putting them on. Putting them on usually depends on all four shoes, pads all the way around. Well, about an hour, hour and a half by the time you make shoes up, things like that. So taking off in a trim, probably about 15-20 minutes. Well, let's get some lights turned on here. We got barn lights on. Almost to the point where we got to turn the heater on up there yet, but we got time. Let me grab a halter of some kind here. Halter. Let me get Lux. He's done with his breakfast. So, you ready, Lux? You're getting your shoes off. Well, to start out with taking the shoes off, got to clean all the crap off your feet first. Come here, big guy. Yeah, I just take the wire brush, knock all the loose stuff off. And then, got to take a rasp, and all the nail heads that are on here, all got to be filed off so they don't damage the hoof wall when they pull through. There, the nail heads are filed off. Then get the shoe up here and take the pull-off nippers. Well, they used to be a regular pair of nippers. These are the same nippers that we've had around here since I was 14 years old, and they're still working. So do the math on that deal. So, yeah, I've been working on the horse's feet for quite a few years. So you just get a hold of the shoe underneath here, tip it forward, grab the other one, tip it forward a little bit, give it a smack back in there, and start pulling nails. I like taking my time taking them off there so you're not damaging any hoof wall. Some people just grab a hold and give them one big yank, but so we got those off there. There, we got one shoe and pad off. And then what I got to do on here is take and mark these, because there might be a little bit of life left in here. At least a pad will be good for next year when I got to put them back on when the snow's gone. So it's just Lux, and this is going to be the right front. Mark them, throw them in a pile, save them for next year. Now that I've got that all, the shoe off there, now I got to see what we got going on here and give them a slight trim just to clean them up. He's not going to need much. These shoes weren't on that long. And just take the nippers. Like I said, these don't have much on here, but I'll just give them just a little bit of. Trimmed. Gotta now just take the rasp, flatten it out on the bottom. He doesn't need much tuning up on there. Just take and roll the edges on there. There we go. We got them trimmed. Now one more step I got to do. I got to go get some spray to put on the bottom of his foot. Well, here's what I put on the bottom of the foot. It's a blue coat, and it's a germicidal, fungicidal, and I've had pretty good luck with it. Does it do any good? I don't know. Does it make me feel good? Yep. Because it goes all the way back to that. I put these shoes on probably 6 weeks ago, and there's still traces of that blue coat left on there when I sprayed it before I put the shoes on there. So it does last. So all I do is I just take, it's a mess, but, and take a deep breath before you do it. Paint the entire bottom of the foot. With the blue coat, and you're done. He's good for about another 8 weeks, and we'll 8-10 weeks, and we'll take a peek at him again. So, well, I got one foot done on Lux. This model comes with 4 legs. I'm sure they're glad they're not those Avatar horses. They got 6 legs. That'd be a lot. So we're just going to finish doing him, get him out, and get Buckshot in here, and then I can move out to the garage and go play in there. Since it's snow outside, it feels good to get in the garage. Done pulling shoes on Lux and Buckshot. They're done. Now back in the garage, nice and warm. Got the fire going. Got all my helpers out here, or one of the helpers. The other one's around somewhere. They stay pretty close to me out here in the garage in the wintertime. In the summertime, you hardly even see them. They're out roaming. So back to the Pete here. Getting this axle strap on here. I got to drill a couple holes in there, do some hammering, change some bolts out. Well, on this axle strap, I've got the top mount put on here. It's just bolted on to, clamped over the top of the cross tube on the hitch. And if you notice, I put a lot of 316 stainless steel washers on things that I build. There's nothing nastier than coming back a year later and the washers are rusted and you're dripping rust. So 316 washer, stainless steel, a little harder, works good. And it looks like my wife is Jean is feeding the horses and I'm crawling underneath here. To bolt the bottom bracket on. And you can see what I'm doing here. Here's that top mount I just showed you. And this is the bottom mount. And then the strap goes in between the two so that when you pick up the back end here, you're not stretching the airbags or the shocks out. Just a little safety precaution on there. Well, let me get started getting this mounted, this bottom bracket. The bottom bracket doesn't need much on there to hold it because there's a return leg on here that's going to support it on the bottom. I just got to hold it forward into there. So I'll get some self-tappers into the frame part. And then I'll put a thread cutter, I'll show you that, going in the other part. Screws are in. Now I got to put that thread cutter. I use quite a bit of these. This is a 3/8 thread cutter with a stainless steel flat washer on there, and that'll pin this right in this in the center hole here. But I got to drill a 5/16 hole and then run it in with the impact. Let me see if I can get that 5/16 hole drilled. 1 5/16 hole drilled. Take the thread cutter. I've already put some oil on there for my handy squirt can. Take the impact wrench. And it's in there. Let me get my strap in between, and this job is off the list. Well, let's get this bolted up here. And I use a lot of stainless steel nylocks also. What it does is it just, they don't seize up. And one limiting strap done and off the list. You're probably tired of me saying off the list, but I'm tired of stuff on the list sometimes. Well, let me get out of here, button this up, and move on to something else. Don't know what that is yet, but I'll figure it out. Well, it's Sunday night. I've got to go to work tomorrow, so I usually shut it down early on Sunday nights, get some stuff done. Still gotta go get Lux, put him out. He's done with his feed. Stoke the fire one more time. And start another week in my life. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.